there's been this debate about foreign direct investment in retail, and the economic arguments behind being for it are improvement of supply lines, giving consumers more choice, better quality, better service. But can this not be done locally? Why do we need foreign investment to achieve those aims?
That's how the logic of capitalism works, that those are the arguments that they will always give you, and that's always, there's been the debate of foreign direct investment in media houses as well. It's the similar sort of debate, and of course it can be achieved locally, but then that wouldn't serve the purpose that they're actually trying to serve,
Given that the license Raj created strong oligarchic forces in the Indian marketplace, and 20 years of liberalization, while introducing new players, hasn't changed those power relationships much. In other words, the old big companies are as powerful as ever. Isn't the introduction of FDI in various sectors, such as retail, a good thing in the Indian economy in the long run?
Our economic policies, the day we opened up our markets to everything, it was a very, very logical and natural fallout that, big, large houses like Ambani's or the Tatas and the Birlas have continued to preside over most of the economic decisions, they're this extreme, and when the Radia tapes came out, they showed this incredible collusion of the corporates and the government and the media. The way this huge collusion between the three pillars of, so you very well know how your economic system works, how you're being ruled, so today there was this thing about the gas prices, which was being controlled by Reliance. So whatever.
Well, you brought up the Radia tapes, and what was very interesting to me about that is because the Tatas have had this, image of being, very, very, ethical and, not the typical kind of out-for-profit business people, and they have these charitable trusts, and yet the reality was, you see that they're exactly the same.
They are. They are absolutely. So these are very, very fundamental things. So this whole thing about the capitalism with Asian values, which that we're going to do profits, but we're also going to be these good people who are going to do good things to we're going to adopt villages and do this or that. But this is basically masking the. So by doing all of that, you suddenly you that's what you say. This sort of power is charming you with silk ribbons and then actually gagging you with that, that you suddenly, oh, this is such a wonderful company, why go against them? But then you don't realize the whole structural flaw in the system.
Right. Last question about the prospect of the revolution in today's environment.
Look, I would not be very, very pessimistic, but I think that we are very, very privileged to be living in at times, with the tremendous political upheavals, the kind of flux that we find ourselves in. It has created tremendous ground for all kinds of revolutionary activity. It has created tremendous ground for new poetry, tremendous ground for new art, for new literature to emerge from it. And so I would say that so even so this whole idea of dissent or revolution, they all have the cat's 9 lives. No matter how much you bring them to the streets, or you just try to murder them, or spit on them, do whatever, but they somehow this whole idea of resistance, it always does stay there. Essentially, it's being human is got something to do with this idea of resistance, of being able to negotiate with the times, and of somewhere even being trampled and then even blooming after that. So I wouldn't be very pessimistic. I would say that we have tremendous potential, tremendous ground for emerging into, for blooming into something greater, something bigger, and of coming out of the box and getting somewhere, of having another world.
Well, if it is to happen, I think people will be nourished by the content of Kindle magazine, and we will definitely be linking to their website. and directing traffic there for anyone who is interested in going. And I will say that I personally have read it and my own opinion is that this is a one-of-a-kind magazine right now in the cultural landscape of India. So thank you very much.
Thank you for talking to me.
Govindam Adipurusham Ramaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham